Hello everyone, happy to see you here, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very interesting and in the same way, this is very tricky question. Here in the middle of the screen we can easily see this question. We have a divided by 4 divided by 2. Seems pretty basic, seems pretty easy, however many people are going to get this problem incorrect. A lot of students might be saying, hey mister, we have only 8, 4, 2, we have only division right here in both places, and I can easily solve it in a few seconds. So right now, let's test our school knowledge, let's test our algebra skills right here and write a solution and a quick explanation in a few words about the answer. What do you think? What is the correct answer? We have only two options, so it's not like 4 options. We have only two options, option A4 and option B1. So right now, let's test our school knowledge real quick. Write your answer and a quick explanation with a few words about a correct answer to this question. Or this is 4 or 1. It will be really interesting to check our answers in the end of the video. Okay, so obviously there are two types of students. So the first type of students say, okay, let's go from left to right. We have right here a divided by 4 equal to 2. And with this division right here, because we still have this expression, so 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. And we have this one. This is our option B. So the first type of students say option B is a correct answer, and that's it. But there's like the second part of students, so I wanted to erase it real quick. I want to say that they go from right to left. They say, okay, right here we need to divide this 8 by the whole product on the right side. So it looks like imaginary brackets right here. So we wanted to divide this 8 by the whole, not like product, we have like division right here. Yeah, so we have 4 divided by 2 equal to 2. And right here we have this 8. So we have 8 divided by 2 equal to 4. And we have this option. This is option A. So I hope you understand these both interpretations. So the first type of students say, okay, correct answer is, let me just erase all of this stuff real quick. So the first type of students say, okay, correct answer is 1 when we divide right here at first. And another type of students, let me just erase all of this stuff. So another type of students say, okay, when we divide 4 divided by 2 at first, we have our 4. And which one is the correct answer? Here's like a big, we confused a little bit about this part because a lot of students are confused about this answer, and here's my quick explanation about it. In terms of math, it's really weird to solve this question with two different answers. We can't say that, for example, correct answer is 4 and 1. It's really weird. We need to know about order of operation, and then we can easily say, okay, correct answer is 100% 1 or 100% 4 is the correct answer. It's really interesting part right now because obviously whatever order of operation we select is going to create a different answer, right? So when we divide it first, we have 1. When we divide right here on the right side, we have 4, and it turns into a big argument. A lot of students arguing with each other. So right now I'm going to show you a real quick explanation about this solution. So first of all, we need to know about order of operation, and this is our order of operation. This order of operation is called PEMDAS order of operation. It's not like an English word. This is like a quick checklist. So each of these letters stands for something. And a real quick explanation about this thing which is called PEMDAS. Yeah, a lot of students know about this BODMAS, but mainly this BODMAS used in India and the UK. But to be honest, this is absolutely the same thing. BODMAS, PEMDAS, we're talking about the same order of operation. And what I mean order of operation, I mean we need to perform this mathematical operation in a correct order. So for example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, for example, parentheses, maybe powers, yeah? And we need to know what is the correct order to perform this mathematical operation, because we can't perform these mathematical operations or like randomly, yeah? We can't go addition first, then subtraction, then multiplication third. It's quite not good for us because we need to know about a correct order of operation. And that's why here you can see this PEMDAS order of operation. So right now we're going to order this mathematical operation, and we need to know what is the correct order, of course, to perform it, okay? So the first of all, we need to know about letter P. Letter P stands for parentheses. So the high priority has parentheses. As you can see right here, this red line. So it means that from the left side, we have the higher priority elements, and on the right side, we have the lower priority, to be honest, yeah? And first of all, letter P stands for parentheses. We are talking about this type of brackets, sometimes this type of squiggly brackets, but not often, yeah? We are talking about this type of brackets. So as you can see, this is like a group and symbol. So for example, we have parentheses, so we need to evaluate the expression inside parentheses at first. All right, after parentheses, we move forward to the letter E. Letter E stands for exponents, and don't be scared about it. This is basic powers, yeah? We're talking about, for example, 3 to the power 5, we're talking about 5 to the power 25, something like that. We're talking about basic stuff. This is our powers, and after parentheses, when we don't have parentheses, we need to move forward to the exponent, to the power. We need to raise these 3 to the power 5. We need to raise this 5 to the power 25. And after that, we need to move, when we evaluate all the stuff with parentheses and exponents, when we don't have it, we need to move forward to the next part. The next part is multiplication and division part. And why I say multiplication and division, it's not like that we multiply it first. M stands for multiplication, D stands for division. It's not like that multiplication is before division, okay? I'm talking about one group. So multiplication and division, this is one common group, and this is extremely important part for us because a lot of students are confused about it. A lot of students say that multiplication first, then division, but it's not works like that. Whenever we have a mixture of multiplication and division, we need to perform it in a strict order from left to right. For example, we have 2 times 3 divided by 5. Well, we need to scan what is the first sign from left to right. In our case, the first sign from left to right is this multiplication. So our first step is to multiply 2 times 3, all right? And for example, when we have 2 divided by 5 times 3, so just like a little bit different order, division first, then multiplication, so we need to perform division first. So as you can see, multiplication and division are tied for priority, and multiplication and division, so if you had a problem that had both multiplication and division, then you're supposed to work it from left to right. Here is the key moment. We need to work it from left to right. And the last step is addition. A stands for addition, S stands for subtraction, but to be honest, you don't need this order of operation right now because this is very basic stuff. When you have, like, for example, 2 plus 3, you don't need this order of operation at all because you can easily solve it in a few seconds. So here's the key moment. So whenever you have a problem that had a mixture of multiplication and division or mixture of addition and subtraction, you know to do the operation in order from left to right. Here's the key line right here. So right here from left to right, and right here from left to right. So it was a quick explanation about this PEMDAS order of operation, which is extremely important because we're going to apply this order of operation to our question. And to be honest, if we look closely at our question, we don't have a lot of things from here, okay? If we rewrite this checklist real quick, okay? So we have PEMDAS order of operation. When we look closely, when we scan it from the top to the bottom, obviously, because from the top higher priority, on the bottom the lower priority, and if you look closely right here, so let's scan in terms of these elements, okay? For example, letter P stands for parentheses, and let's scan our question. So right here, let's scan it in terms of parentheses. Where do we have these parentheses at all? I don't see any of those. We don't have any parentheses. So right now we're gonna to, let me change my pen real quick. So we're gonna to erase, we're going to skip this part. We don't have parentheses. Let's go to the next part. The next part is exponents. So for example, when we have like squares, cubes right here, I don't see any of those. We don't have any of those, so we can easily skip this part. And to be honest, if we scan all of these four steps, 4 parts, 4 elements right here, we can easily say that we don't have multiplication signs right here. We don't have addition signs, and we don't have subtraction signs. So among these elements right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 6 elements. We have only D. We have only division part. We have division right here, and we have division right here. So as you can see, after scanning this question in terms of these mathematical operators, in terms of our order of operation, we can say that we have only division part. And right now, let's look closely. What do we need to do when we have division in our question? Yeah, we don't have parentheses in our question, we don't have exponents, we don't have multiplication, we don't have addition, we don't have subtraction. And as I said before, whenever we have a problem that had a mixture of multiplication and division, or addition, subtraction, but we don't have it in our case, but to be honest, this is the rule, yeah? Addition and subtraction, you know to do the operation in order from left to right. Here's the key arrow right here, key sign. Yeah, we have to move from the left side to the right side. And let's do this thing right now. So let's do this. So first of all, from left to right, this is our left side right here, this is our right side. So the first sign from left to right is this division. So we need to divide 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2. And we need to write this division. Okay, so 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. So according to PEMDAS order of operation, our answer, we can easily write it real quick. Our answer according to PEMDAS, this is our 1. And I guess we had this answer before, but right now I'm going to show you, I'm going to say a few words about the second interpretation. Okay, so let's go in the beginning. So we know that our one is a correct answer according to PEMDAS order of operation, and according to BODMAS, and according to 95% of orders of operation. Doesn't matter what country you live in. I guess 95% of order of operation said that correct answer is one. And of course, you can easily check this in internet library. You can easily check it in your calculator right now. Okay, so right now let's go back to our question, and right now we can easily see this one. Okay, and right now we can easily say that option 1 is a correct answer. But I'm going to say a few words about this 4, which is extremely important part. Okay, so right now let me just erase all of this stuff. So as you can see, we solved this in the previous step. We say that according to BODMAS, correct answer is 1. But then I'm going to show you a few words about this question. Here you can see it. And you know, a correct answer is right here. We divided at first from left to right. So we have over here 2. We have division by 2. And the correct answer is 1. We solved it before according to PEMDAS order of operation. But right now I'm going to say a few words about this second interpretation. So just look closely about this part. As I said before, the second interpretation, we need to divide this 8 by the whole product on the right side. So we have 4 divided by 2 equal to 2, and we have 8 right here. So 8 divided by 2 equal to 4. This is the second interpretation, and a lot of students ask about this interpretation, why this interpretation is absolutely incorrect, and here's my answer. Okay, so right now you jump from left to right. You just evaluate the expression from the right side. This is a wrong approach, but this is a correct answer with parentheses. So when you want to say that correct answer is 4, you need to put brackets right here, okay? And with brackets, this is a correct answer, because then you have like 8 divided by 4 divided by 2 at first before this division, because parentheses according to PEMDAS, BODMAS, doesn't matter, this parenthesis has the highest priority. So every time you need to evaluate the expression inside parentheses, and in this case you can jump, you can do this from the left side to right side, you can jump to right side because you have parentheses right here, and this is extremely important part. So this is a correct answer with parentheses. 4 is a correct answer with parentheses. So right now you can easily jump, we can easily divide this 8 by the whole product, by the whole division on the right side. So we have 2, we have 8 divided by 2 equal to 4. Okay, so this is our answer with parentheses on the right side. But without parentheses, when we have, like, for example, 8 divided by 4 divided by 2, without parentheses you can't jump from left side to right side. You can't divide this 8 by 2. You can't do that like that. Only with parentheses. This is extremely important part. Don't forget about it, that you need to put parentheses. And you know, the main rule, just try to be unambiguous about what you're trying to present. If you wanted to present that you wanted to divide this 8 by the whole product on the right side, okay, so as like that, just to put brackets right here, okay? This is extremely important part. So just use brackets to immediately eliminate the ambiguity in this problem, or use like vertical orientation. This is also like a second part of this question. You can also use vertical orientation, yeah? You can easily use something like that. Okay, so right here we have 8, use vertical orientation instead of this division. Okay, so we have 4 divided by 2, and in some way this fraction bar is also a grouping symbol, so we need to divide this 8 by 2, okay, and we have our 4. Okay, so this 2 extra cases, extra steps right here, you need to know it. You need to know it because sometimes students say that the answer is 4 without parentheses, without vertical orientation, but answer 4 is only when we have vertical orientation. If you wanted to get this 4, you need to use vertical orientation, or you need to put parentheses. This is our first extremely important case. This is our second extremely important case. So use vertical orientation or parentheses, and then your answer will be 4. Without it, 95% of calculators. So let me just, I really hope you understand it. I move back to our question. So in 95% of cases, in 95, I guess, percent of cases, correct answer will be 1. We need to go from left to right. If correct answer is 4, and you say that right here correct answer is 4 without anything, without parentheses and vertical orientation, well, you might use like a old interpretation. Okay, maybe 100 years ago people divide this 8 by the whole product on the right side. Okay, but this is our old old orientation. So just forget about it right now. All calculators, all internet libraries said you that correct answer is 1. So if you say that correct answer is 1, I'm really happy about you that you solved this question absolutely correct. But when you say that correct answer is 4, well, you need to review a little bit your basic math, because this is extremely important part. So here's my explanation about this question. I really hope you understand it. I really hope you learn something new, and just be careful with your calculator, because sometimes, just because you have a calculator doesn't mean that you're always going to get the right result if you plug in like a bunch of numbers into a calculator. Okay, and here's a quick explanation about this calculator, because sometimes calculators work with problem as you type it in. So here's the key moment: just try to plug in the whole entire problem from left side to right side, and I think 95% of calculators will solve this question absolutely correct. Okay, so I really hope you understand this part, and just try to be unambiguous about what you're trying to present. If you wanted to divide this 8 by the whole product, just put parentheses, just use vertical orientation, so something like that, and everything will be great. But without this stuff, our correct answer will be 1, which is right here. Okay, so quick explanation about it. I really hope you understand it. I really hope you learned something new. You can also write your thoughts about it, write your approach, write your answer down into the comment section. It will be really interesting to exchange information, and I would really appreciate it if you leave your response down into the comment section. If you leave a like, I really appreciate it as well. So thank you for your time. I wish you all the best in life. See you in the next videos, and have a great day.